My name is Professor Wangari Mwai. I'm the Vice-Chancellor of the Presbyterian University of East Africa. I'm also Anglican Church of Kenya clergy. So I'm excited to talk to you about a conference that we're holding at the Presbyterian University of East Africa, which is talking about the digital age in Africa. We are discussing education and we are discussing how to manage education. But you realize that as you manage education, you're managing a lot. It's through education that you train people from when they are young to when they are mature enough to enter into career. And therefore, discussing digitalization of education is like discussing the whole life of a human being. We are talking about digitizing education. Not that we are beginning, but we're saying how far have we gone and what are the challenges? Every revolution has its own challenges and disrupts society, and therefore the digital revolution has its own disruptions and a lot of challenges too. But it has also very, very good points. Very, very good points in that you are able to teach people from far. You can teach very many people because all they need to do is to get a link. And when they anchor into your teaching, they're able to learn from far. And you are also able to um, they're also able to get more information through going into the internet, going into the apps. For instance, if you're teaching geography about rivers online, you can guide them, and after that, they can even go download and find out more about rivers. And when it is online or on the internet, they're able to see and watch and see. If you're talking about a delta, I remember when you're being taught geography or history, you just learn it and you just imagine it. Saying yes, let's go e-learning. E-learning is friendly because you can learn anytime and you can reach, as I said, many, and you can reach far, far distances. However, it's also good to teach people to come together, do group work, have discussions. Even on the internet and digitalization, you have the cloud where people can meet, many of them. You have the Zoom, you have the Teams, and people can meet and laugh and see each other's face. So social interaction even at that level can continue.
I am Professor M.O.B. Mohammed. I'm here representing the Vice-Chancellor of Lagos State University, Professor Ibiemi Ibilola Latoji Bello, MNI MPON. So I'm here to represent her. And we want to thank God first and foremost for the success of this opening ceremony of this conference. It's been quite interesting. A conference where we had about 17 different institutions, universities coming together to brainstorm on ICT and educational planning. I mean, if you look at planning and ICT today has become the hint thing. There's nobody that wants to dispense of ICT. ICT has now become a sine qua non, even in the area of healthcare, delivery, in everything that we do. So educational sector cannot be left out of ICT. And that's why we have decided that ICT and educational planning, especially at this very moment in the world, the 21st century and digital age has become something very important. So that's why we have organized this conference. And to God be the glory, everybody has been quite, participating in this conference and discussing about ICT, and more importantly, AI, which is artificial intelligence. So they have been talking about it. At the end of the day, we have the positive side of ICT. We also have the negative side. But we know, we have examined that the positive side of it outweigh the negative side. That's why we cannot discountenance the issue of ICT in any manner. Yes, in Nigeria, when we look at ICT in the area of students' profile, in fact, from the beginning, when a student wants to come to his university in Nigeria, the first thing he would do is to register online. So when you register online, even the screening is done online. You do not need to be physically present before you are screened. And when you even come, you want to make payment for your tuition fee, you want to do a registration for courses you want to offer, everything is online. So, and when you now also want to do your course, start a course, or in terms of receiving lectures, we have 70% of the lectures conducted online. So only 30%, because we don't want to dispense off completely the importance of physical contact with lecturers and students. That's why we have limited it to 70% online and 30%, interaction. So in Nigeria, for example, it has been quite impressive, and that's why the universities in Nigeria are highly rated. For example, my university where I come from, Lagos State University, has been rated in one of the metrics as the best in West Africa. And one of the parameters for this is the fact that our university is digital compliance. So this is the hint thing now. If you are not online, you cannot be in line. And that's why we're emphasizing the importance of ICT in everything we do. Even when you want to graduate, everything you want to fill all the things that you need to come and do in the university, make clearance, do the bursary clearance, all the other, including the library clearance, everything in Nigeria is done online. So students are now finding it seamless and even reducing the pressure on the facilities that we have in the universities in Nigeria. So if we adopt this in Africa, it's going to really help us so much. Students can even stay in their home, stay at home, and complete education, in a seamless manner. All they need is to, they must be computer literate, they must be ICT literate. That's all they need to do. And at the end of the day, your certificate is also be presented to you online. You do not need to be physical. Even as we speak, some universities in Nigeria, they are conducting the convocation ceremony using, the ICT model. And you just join online and you are part of the convocation ceremony without necessarily having anybody to gather together. This is one of the lessons that this COVID-19 taught us in the world. Thank you.